Hi everyone. I'm going to do the week energy ones. So, again, if you think of it that way, it's just elementally, you're not going to get too caught up in it. I know it's every time I repeat it, you'll grasp it even more every single time, but it is elementally. So, and the animals, which I will explain. So, with this, firstly, I want you to think of it as uh, if you're doing or attempting to do something and it's not the time for it, or not the season for it, or not the cycle for it that you are in, then it's not going to actually happen. Okay, so think about when you're growing a plant, and the quality is very, very important of that soil that you are growing the plant in. And when I'm teaching, that is what we talk about, the quality of the soil that you are born in. And it's the same in Feng Shui, of course. So in Feng Shui, when you activate an area and it's not in season or in cycle, it's not in its time, then you'll get the negative of that energy because you actually activated it. Okay, and so it's the same in four pillars as well. In four pillars, we have elements, and in these elements, the month you are born, we call that the quality of the soil that you came through from heaven as man to earth. That's your three levels of qualities that we talk about. So these elements will affect you every day, every hour, every year, every minute of the day, that type of thing. It will affect you. So how is the week going to affect you? You look at these as aspects. And when I talk aspects, I'm talking about whether it's a relationship, whether it's your work, whether it's your money, whether it's your health, whether it's your family, siblings. That's what the aspects of it are. So for each person, it's a little bit different. And what you're going to look at is what is it doing for you. Okay, so I've made it as simple as possible. So the energy on Monday, which is tomorrow, is fire and earth. And so elementally, the fire is feeding the earth, which then makes this earth very, very strong. This earth happens to be a dragon. We already know the year is a dog. So it's kind of like the gate of heaven and the gate of the underworld are opening up tomorrow. Your choice and how it's going to affect you is by what is the earth for you. Okay, so if it's money for you, whoop, whoop. And we are going to see this and feel this because on top of it is fire. Fire then tells you there's emotion there. Fire also tells you like there's a stage type of thing. So people are going to know about it. So check what earth is for you because the stage is already prepped for the gate of heaven opening. But because it's the year, it can mean you are trapped in between. Hi, Michelle. The Tuesday is fire on fire. So when we have fire on fire, this fire is quite strong. And it's strong because it's the only element. And then, this is on going to another level in a way because the month is earth on earth, the year is earth on earth, and then the Tuesday is fire on fire. So all that fire is feeding that earth. So the earth is very, very strong. Okay, and earth, if you're thinking, I know you're thinking money-wise, for wood, it's just ching, 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 ching. Okay, so with this fire on fire, it sits on the snake. The snake is a travel star. So movement on Tuesday, especially fire. Fire is up here, so that's planes, volcanoes, things dropping out of the sky, that type of thing. So that's fire on fire. This snake being a travel star will affect a pig. If you have a pig in your chart, it's going to affect you. So if you're trying to get somewhere, it is going to be challenging. Okay, but check what fire is for you because that is all that's happening on that day. Then we've got Wednesday, we've got earth on fire. The fire is a horse. Fire again, remember like here, fire feeds the earth. That earth is quite strong. Again, the month, the year, all earth. What is earth? Look at what is earth for you, elementally. This horse is what we call the peak. So that peak is like, you can't get higher than the midday sun type of peak, is the best way I describe it. And then, of course, things are going to come down after that. So this horse, if you have a rat or another horse, be extra careful. And be extra careful on that particular day, especially 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So the day's a horse, the hour becomes a horse. There's going to be challenges. What are the challenges with? With the horse. The horse is fire. So elementally, you'll be challenged with fire. This is kind of like, what do they call that? A blind spot. Okay, so a blind spot is something you don't pay attention to. It's removed only, or you pay attention to it and fix it after it's actually threatened you, not immediately. So I'm telling you that you look at fire and you think it's colleagues, it's friends, family, and then you wait till 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and know that they're going to get you to them, or the shit's going to hit the fan. That kind of high tenor. And so with that, it is a blind spot. You're not going to see it all of a sudden. There's a slap in the face. You didn't see it coming. I'm telling you it's coming. So you know what that quality is going to be like. Very, very strong. Be careful. Thursday. Thursday is earth on earth. So when we see earth on earth, it's nothing but earth. This is also exactly what the month is. It's also what the year is. So earth, 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 earth. If you go back to a couple of posts ago, I had the 5 elements, which is probably what I should have done here for you to grasp it more. But anyway, we're here now. There's 6 earth. There's 6 ticks in earth. Okay. So what is earth for you? Work it out. We know who's going to get the tickets on that day, don't we? Wood elements. And that's how you do it. It's like that. Friday brings metal on metal. So metal on metal is a very strong metal. This will actually drain the earth. Yay! Because this coming week, all this earth, you're going to feel it because it's on earth. And you are the walking person on earth. So you will feel it. And it's kind of like you go back for second slops, that kind of earth. This Friday, metal on metal, it is a travel star. This travel star is metal, and on top of it is metal, so it's a very strong travel star. Because hidden in this monkey is this as well. So it's a hidden travel star. There's hidden agendas when people come to see you, when you are going to go somewhere. So there are hidden agendas in it. But metal and metal, what is it for you? It's about to make changes. So if this is the relationship or whatever, then it's a change. We make believe that everything is great. It's, like I was talking about, the planet's not being killed, by us, and we make believe until it happens again, and then you go, yep, this can't go on forever. But this is how us humans, this is how we have to cop it before we make a change. But this is metal on metal. This is 2 swords. These 2 swords are for cutting their heads off, not for making cuddles or anything like that. And so again, if this is family, etc., like I said, you think, oh, they won't do it again or it won't happen again. Check what metal is for you. So if I look at this for each element, again, so fire on this earth, this becomes, the fire on this earth becomes money, a storage of money for water people. Okay. If I look at fire and fire as this is still money for water people. But remember, Tuesday is a travel star. Don't spend, because you won't get it back. Or you end up, getting something that you don't need. On Wednesday, that's the peak of money for water people. I'm talking water and wood because this is what this week is. Everybody has a turn. Every element has a turn. On Thursday, it's earth on earth. So earth on earth, Earth, of course, is money for wood people. So yeah, wood people will just sit back and yeah, it's like that. The Friday is metal on metal. Now, metal is money for fire people. So fire people, this is a travel star. It's also, you could just walk around the corner and find something and buy it. That's the energy. And this is why these things sometimes happen. You just don't realize what is going on. So elementally, this is Monday to Friday, and you can always go back and have another look at it. Yeah, I didn't say on Thursday, did I? On Thursday, this is a goat. So if you actually have an ox, it's going to be very, very challenging. But you already know that because the whole month is goat, so you've been challenged. And it's Earth that's being challenged. Look at what Earth is for you. For the monkey on Friday, if you have a tiger, it's challenging. If you have a snake, it's harmony. So again, what is the challenge then? This metal will prune. The tiger is wood. So look at what wood is for you. What is being pruned on that day? And for metal people, that's your money being pruned on that day, which means it's taken. Someone, comes in, travel star, takes and goes. So hold on to it. Okay. So hopefully that helps you. And elementally, people do certain things. Behavior is actually automatic. So you actually react to your environment. And habits, like many times before, they keep happening. But once you understand what every element means, you change that behavior like that. Okay? So this is the week elementally. And I love the questions. Some of them I haven't answered because I've got to work around what I can put them into. But I will. And I think it looks like I'm going to go beyond the month because I said I'd do this for the month. But there's too many questions. So I haven't forgotten your question if you have sent one in. I will get to it. Okay. And yes, I am blushing. Enjoy the week and I'll see you tomorrow.